You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
Welcome back to the Troll Podcast, where we trash the trolls so you don't fucking have to reach in, pull it out, hop aboard the troller holster, because we're taking a ride. I'm one of your hosts. I think the country's doing as fine as my hairline. It's me, Mike Lester, everyone. The hat's off. Speaking of hosts, we got our co-host right there. He's slipping, he's slopping, he loves a good topping. It's Ben Katzner, everyone.
That's pretty accurate.
Katzner.
I love a good topping.
He loves toppings.
Fellas, if you're watching, slurp me off.
Slurp it.
Who else do we got here? Well, we also got producer Neil.
Of course, we got producer Neil, the god.
Good to be here, guys. Thank you.
The lord of the board, producer Neil.
Mike's intros are incredible, but Neil's intros might be my favorite for sure.
Yeah.
Who's our guest today, Mike?
Our guest, good friend of mine. I've known him for a very long time. Great comedian, great podcaster. Please welcome to the Hellwell. Please welcome to the Spit Pit, Ryan Kahl, everyone. Ryan Kahl, what the fuck, dude?
Hey, what's up, fuckers?
Here we go, Ryan Kahl. Yeah. There you go, Ryan. Get right into it.
Yeah.
Swing that big old baby donkey dick. Let's go.
You came ready. You had quite the little commute here, too, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, 45 minutes, brother.
Straight shot.
Holy shit.
Straight shot, dude. Right down.
Straight shot.
Damn. Hey, I offered you a water at least. I'm giving you something. We're not paying you, but you got a polar. That's pretty good. That's pretty good water right
Take
there.
some spring waters with
Yeah,
you,
take
dude.
a couple bottles. Take a couple bottles of pissing on the way home.
Take a couple bottles of that fucking Our Family spring water with
Steal
you,
from
dude.
this music school.
No, I brought it.
Oh, okay. You
I
brought
brought it. Yeah. If you're at the music school, it'd be out in my car. Honey, I got us a case of water. She's like, you better have got that from Costco. I'm like, sure did. Kirkland does Our Family. God, she's always fucking grilling me.
Don't put this on the
No, keep it in. She doesn't care. She doesn't care.
She definitely listens to the pod.
She does listen. She loves the pod.
And we
hates
love
my
her.
intros, loves the pod.
She hates your intros?
No, but it's funny. My mom quoted one of the intros to me, and it was like, I think I was talking about like flicking a muff. No, she's like, all right, Mike, till we talk next, I'll play hopscotch on my crotch. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, that's your podcast. That's how you introduced yourself on your podcast. And I was like, stop listening. She's like, I watch it with my friends. She's at like Bible study.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh boy, that's incredible. Ryan, how are you doing, buddy? Thanks for being here.
Dude, I'm good. How are you guys doing?
How's your summer going? What's going on with this summer, with your white boy summer?
Dude, I'm having the biggest white boy summer. We cut a bunch of trees down in our backyard. We bought a house. So
Love that.
yeah,
That's
that's the main thing. Is just
We're all
getting the house up.
homeowners here.
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
This is the first time in podcast history where everyone on the podcast sounds
That's so fun. Yeah, a lot of renters in the podcast game.
Mhm.
Yeah, a lot of couch surfers. Yeah, a lot of no bed frames. Welcome to the No Bed Frame Podcast. I have lice.
Oh
to
yeah,
clear out
dude.
some trees. That must have cost you a pretty penny there.
Dude, we
right?
rented a lift, and my girlfriend's dad just hopped up there and
I did not understand which kind of lift you meant at first. I was like, well, how do you rent? You got a car? Like, I literally thought you ordered a car. And I was like, what?
You dig out a tire jack and put it under the tree.
just standing on top of the car.
Yeah.
He's like, you can't put trees in here. You cannot put a tree in here. You're like, what? What's going
You
on?
just run the car into
Oh,
the tree.
man.
Oh yeah, dude.
I am barely a homeowner, dude. I don't know anything about anything. I was like, oh, cool. So you chose Lyft over Uber? That's pretty cool, dude. That's pretty sick.
You had a Lyft pool
Moral
driver
choice.
that's desperate. I'll give you $1,000. Just drive your fucking car into the street. and he's like, I don't know this passenger.
Oh, no, not the accent.
I I don't know pasta.
Incredible. Somebody's not getting SNL.
That's my whole tape. I know.
They're like, we can't pinpoint what the accent is, but we know it was said with malice and hate in his heart.
No, it's with joy and love.
Yeah. Sure. I totally get that, dude. Yeah, those are the rigors of having a house, brother. But you're doing it. You're living the dream. You have a home. You got a lady who loves you. You got a PlayStation 5 with college football on there.
Dude.
You've been banging that bad
I hear
boy
that's
out.
a great game.
It's
Incredible
crazy,
game.
man. I
Yeah.
played it the first night I got it. I played it until my I got a headache. My eyes started hurting.
You
And,
played it so much you got long COVID.
Yeah, dude, I was getting sick.
You're like, I have brain fog. I've been playing Madden so long.
Dude.
Or college football. Whatever.
It's whatever.
Not bad.
It's all football,
Fuck the riff
baby.
up, dude.
I didn't fuck anything up, dude. Fuck you. Hey, Ryan, anyone weird?
We'll start. We'll go first. And then you-
Yeah.
So our first segment on the podcast.
Did anyone say anything weird to you this week? And it sweeps across.
Yeah, it's a fun segment that we do. Nobody else has ever done this. So we like to ask each other if anybody said anything weird to us this week. So I'll start with Mike. Mike, did anybody say anything weird to you this week?
So this is a follow-up from a few episodes ago about me looking like the Trump shooter.
Part 2.
Yeah, my Aunt Colleen messaged me and she said, R.I.P. to you, I guess. And attached a news article of the Trump shooter.
Oh my God. People are flaming you over this guy.
It is the most engagement I've ever gotten on social media.
Dude, if he wasn't dead, you would have killed him probably.
I might do like a live show as him.
Oh, that's a good Halloween costume.
Or like a musical. I'm on the roof. I'm about to change the game in America. JD Vance will be the president.
Have you been incorporating any of the bits into your act?
Oh yeah, they've been crushing.
Oh, my
dude.
God.
Even Trumpers like them.
Yeah.
They're like, you do look like that. They got the ear bandage on. I'm like, what the fuck?
I need a fucking.
They're
I need
cosplaying wounds now. It's so funny. It's so fucking funny.
I need like a fat black guy to do something fucked up so I can get in there. You know, I need a new chunk. I need like 15 new minutes. If someone's
Yeah.
like sad and a thick bitch, like
He needs to
that can
try
be
to
me.
squish Trump. He needs to drop from a tree.
Mr. Trump, someone's trying to sit on you. Get down. It's like, fight him.
Ooh, great ass. Great ass sitting on me right now. You know, this country, they used to have big asses that sat on you. Not anymore. I applaud this young man's effort. Smells good.
I know you're doing Trump, but I see you doing sketch as sketch is doing Trump, and I think it's very interesting.
Special teams, special
There it is.
players, special booty cheeks.
Anyway, I'm probably never gonna make it. So anyway, that's fun. What was her response? Did you say anything back?
I was like, this is mean. And she just responded with
mean.
a laugh face.
This is mean. Not this is mean.
I was like, I need you in my corner. You're my family, God damn it. It makes me think because it's like, it's like every time there's a shooter, I'm like, it's going to look like me. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, even before the picture comes up.
Statistically, yeah.
It's like we're like lab made, and I'm the one that found comedy.
You were like the control or something. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what if we give this one a microphone instead of an AK?
Instead of a gun, I was like, I'll watch Comedy Central half hours till I stop trembling from rage.
And it worked out. Now we're doing a podcast.
Time will tell.
Now we're doing a podcast. You haven't
Yeah,
killed
yeah.
anyone on the pod yet. That's
Haven't
pretty
killed
good.
nobody.
Okay. Usually you tee me up and ask the question.
Well, Ben,
but
has anyone said
there it
anything
is.
weird to you this week, buddy
That's
boy?
what we're looking for.
Anyone said anything weird to you this week, Ben?
This might be the earliest we've ever lost you the podcast before.
Yeah,
This is why we don't do back-to-back podcasts anymore.
Oh, dude, it's tough. I got undiagnosed something. 'Cause
Yeah,
My
it's
brain's like off.
pretty diagnosed. I think we get it.
My brain is off.
All right. Well, Daddy will take the reins then.
No,
I got you.
the reins. I got stuff here.
Papa.
Anyone say anything weird?
I was at a library by my house, and I don't want to say that, but it is by my house, whatever. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna start going to this library so I can like get out of my house, write a little bit, like be around other
Spitting
people,
some books.
some books, slam my dick in a hardcover, feel something again for the first time.
Fucking fuck a goddamn teen fiction book.
Ooh, I'm glad you had a fiction book there. Yeah, I like to get paper cuts on my dick. That's not weird, okay? But I was at the library and I was just sitting down writing and stuff. And I was at a space. There were extra chairs around me, so like these two other dudes were sitting by me. And I think one guy just got out of jail, and they were like trying to.
That's a big scene at the library. It's like post jail, or they're like playing computer games. Yeah.
Ron's like, yeah, totally, absolutely. Because so like his like caseworker was trying to get him set up. He's like, all right, so you know the clinic is over here. You do this, okay? We need to check in with these people. Blah 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 blah. And it's having him make these calls, and he had to make an appointment. All right, the guy who just got out had to make an appointment, and this lady was just like giving him like the runaround. It was a lot of like, hey, you need to have this ID and da 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 and all this stuff. And he doesn't have any of it because he just got out of jail.
Yeah.
And like you could tell he was getting very like exhausted by this, right? And I was just packing up. I was about to leave. And I just said, like, shh, man, they make this shit too hard, man. I'm sorry, or whatever. I just said something like that. And he's like, right? And then he goes, it's like, can I have this? Can I have that? How about, bitch, I have a gun. How about that? And then his caseworker is on the phone. Is like, don't do that. I was like, this guy fucking rocks, dude. I love this guy.
Dude, you got to watch the government fail someone in real time.
For
That's
sure.
pretty funny.
That's exactly what was happening.
Well, not funny, but
yeah, it's sad for that guy.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was like, it is, this guy, the other guy is not a good teacher. You know, he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, in the sense of like, this guy's like, hey, I don't learn this way, but the other guy couldn't adjust. The guy was like, oh, I need to write this down. It's like, no, you don't need to write it down. It's on the internet. He's like, no, that's how I learn. And the caseworker was just like, yeah, okay, I guess you write it down. Like, I was like, this guy's going back to jail. There's no way he's not going back to jail.
Yeah, he's not even typing it. He's like longhand that shit.
No.
Yeah, he's going in.
Hold on 1 second. Neil, how do we feel? Well, is it bleeding through or no?
We got a whole. We can keep talking while Neil goes and.
I mean,
kind of
just don't say anything important just in case we have to cut it out, I guess.
Yeah. This is kind of part of the.
Yeah, this is you know, you guys have your own space and you can just kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah, in the barrel room in Sisyphus. We have our own space.
Tommy's on Zoom in his bathroom or something.
God, dude, it has hindered our podcast so much having him.
Zoom is
not
tough,
in
dude.
Minneapolis.
Yeah. Zoom is. I completely disconnect. Like unless it's like a name podcast, I'm like, fuck this.
Even then, dude, if I see the reel is from Zoom, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Yeah, I can tell. Some people make it work. Like Kane and Shane have their podcast.
Well, but they're funny.
Langston Kerman.
Yeah. They're like good at
maybe
what
that's
they
the
do.
big part of it. Yeah. It's like, oh, you also have to be funny on it?
Yeah. You got to be extra funny through Zoom.
Yeah.
You can't be bad at podcasting and have shitty quality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you want to bet, brother?
No, we got good quality.
We have good quality.
Shitty podcasting.
Sometimes some of the co-hosts are really engaged. Sometimes they're not, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. Do you want to? They're not doing anything anymore.
Yeah, Ryan, did anyone say anything weird to you this week or in general? Or it can be online, it can be in person. You could have overheard it at a library. Or you eating like McDonald's breakfast or something.
Dude, I was at
This
This is incredible, by the way. This is like the old Rosa days, dude. Just two guys being mean to each other.
That's
Incredible.
why we work well together.
I don't even think this is probably the nicest we are to each other. Is this at this point in the week? Honestly,
Dude, when the mics turn off, it gets
that's when
pretty
the real energy is.
That's when we're like, God, we should be podcasting this right now. Yeah, we're talking about how Greg Coleman, like, he fucking networks with strippers better than he does in comedy.
Oh my God. Incredible stuff, dude. It's so funny. He's like, yeah, I'll sit him down. I'm like, hey, I'll be around for a little bit. If you want to meet up tomorrow. Then he's like, then I'm driving down with this stripper in Miami. And I was like, what? And then he went through a list of people on his phone who all are very famous.
It's like,
And
do
he's
this
like,
with them,
yeah.
dude.
He's like, yeah, I don't really talk to any of them anymore. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
don't
Greg,
do this
that's why
with
you're doing our
Cupcake
podcast."
at Sinners in Miami. Fucking. So,
Yeah.
anyways, Ryan,
Right.
anyone say anything weird to you this week or?
Dude, I was at House of Comedy filling in last night, and after the early show, like, say goodbye. I'm like, all right, whatever. This lady like comes up to me and she like grabs my shirt and she's like, "Can I get a picture with you?" Which doesn't happen all the time, but you're like, "Oh yeah, whatever."
What kind of shirt grab? Sleeve or like?
She actually was like full arm, dude. It wasn't even shirt. It was like.
Well, I want to visualize it, you know, because sometimes you get like the toddler tug on the side, you know, where
no
they're like,
tug. This was like a firm
This
like,
was like-
grab, dude. And so then
like, I'm gonna kiss you.
she's like, "I want to get a picture with you." And then as we're walking out, she's like, "Where did you get your shirt from?" And I'm like, "What? Instagram?" What? And then she's like, "Oh, okay." And as we get out there, I'm like about to like put my arm around her, and she's like, "Oh, no. I work at Sherwin-Williams, which is the shirt that I was wearing." And so she was like, "I just want a picture of the shirt." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then she made me turn around. She wanted the back, so it's not even
Not even a
'cause
fan
yeah,
photo.
so I went from like, "Oh, okay, you like the set? Yeah, we'll get a," to just like, you work at my shirt. You work at the place my shirt.
Hey, you represent the brand well.
God, dude.
Oh, that's
I don't even think she
incredible.
liked my set. She didn't say anything about the set. And then her husband, like, as they were walking away, was like, "Oh, yeah, good." Good set.
He's like, I'm sorry, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
It's a good shirt. It's a good shirt. It's a good set. You're good, right?
Compared
That's
to some of the
wild.
things you've
God.
heard though after shows, that's probably still like a net W.
Oh,
sort of,
yeah,
you
for
know?
sure, you know?
Yeah.
Do you remember that show we did together where everyone just started? We were talking about our nipples on stage, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
everyone, I feel like, kept referencing our nipples
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned a lot from that set. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not talking.
You
got to
be careful talking about
Yeah.
your nipples, dude, because people want to see them.
Yeah,
If you say you got weird nipples, people are like, "All right,
yeah.
we got to stop the show right now. We got to see those things, dude."
You should have like a shirt that you can just pull the nips, like you just pull
Oh, yeah.
string of
Like
the nips.
tear away.
Yeah. Or just a nipless shirt, just
Yeah,
like the
dude.
little holes in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but not acknowledge it until much later in your
See,
set.
That's the problem. Is you got it, but then when you do acknowledge it, they're like, "Oh, I fucking was hoping he was
Yeah.
gonna say something."
Nipple comic,
Yeah.
nipple comic.
I feel like nursing mothers would like those shirts.
Mhm.
Sure.
They
Yep.
just have those engorged.
I've never done an episode where you've made yourself laugh this much.
Oh, I heard some shit after my show last night.
What happened?
One couple like took a picture with me, said they wanted to like book me at a thing they were starring in Brandon. And the guy was like, "Yeah, I was crying laughing during the show. It was at the comic before you."
Oh,
Brutal.
It was brutal.
Brutal.
I was like, "Man, just leave it at that." I was like, "Yeah, Ethan's great, man. I love working with him." And he's like, "Yeah, I mean, I was laughing really hard. Like, you were good." And she's like, "Yes, he was good." The wife was trying to walk it back.
Oh
She's like,
my
"Yeah, he
God.
was good. He was the head." And he was like, "I thought Ethan was the headliner."
What
Oh,
the fuck?
He's like, "I thought they
No.
replaced the headliner. He was so good." And I was like, "God, fuck, dude. Like, what is this? Like, what about this do you think is going to make me feel good?" Or
Yeah.
like,
I don't
gonna
even think
respond?
they're thinking about
No.
that. They're just like
And
so
he was
geek.
sober. It's like you're not even drunk, dude.
Yeah, but he's gonna hire you, right? He's
Yeah.
gonna pay you to come over there.
Yeah.
Maybe fuck his wife a little bit.
Yeah, like, she's a doctor. She's worried about long COVID.
Oh, you'll give her that long COVID. Let's go.
Let's
Come
go.
on.
Ooh. But he was also like, "I make my children wear sunscreen." That's how he like opened the post-show conversation. He's like, "I lather them myself," and I was like, "How old are they?" And he's like, 12.
too
That's
old.
weird.
Yeah.
That's too old.
That's too
That's
old.
too old.
I feel like,
a little too
yeah,
old.
like once they turn 6, they got that, dude.
Mhm.
You know.
They're milking it, dude.
Yeah, after he puts a pill in their dinner.
Give gives him a pill, puts lotion on him, and just sets him outside.
He gives him a Tylenol PM and starts rubbing it into their back.
Dad, I'm getting sleepy. The sun's setting. The sun's not even out.
I gotta put the sunscreen on. Daddy took a Tylenol PM too with his Cabernet. Yeah, fuck him. That guy's a. Fuck you.
Incredible.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Ryan, what does your algorithm look like?
Dude,
what's your algo like?
it's
Be honest.
a lot of brain rot, I think. You know what I mean?
Like skibbity toilet and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, just like just horrible shit.
Like sketch clips.
Not sketch clips. Right now it's a lot of like college football 25 stuff where it's just, but usually it's just
Define like brain rot for our
Yeah,
viewers.
so, like,
define it for my mom who's watching right
so
now.
it's
And
like,
for me, because
yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking
it's like bad CGI, and then just like it's like if you ever have like a fever dream.
about. Sure.
It's like if you had a fever dream in
Yes.
CGI, basically. It's
Okay.
just like insane shit.
One of my favorite things to watch right now is I think it's like something. And it's like, if an anteater were to put his tongue down your earlobe, like he could lick your ball sack. Like this like weird. It's like if a man drilled into your head.
Yeah, the
like that
fact
guy-
videos.
Yeah.
I think that's like pseudo brain rot.
Yeah,
Because also
dude.
the facts are like, you're like, I don't even think that's true, dude.
If you shot a bullet directly at a wall, could you ricochet and kill yourself? Like those
Yeah.
are all the videos that I see now.
Could you?
Allegedly, he says no, but I think you could.
I bet you could.
It feels like
What
he's like,
kind of wall we talking? I feel like go into the wall.
Yeah.
what do you
A
mean?
metal wall?
A wall made of bullets.
Yeah. If you shoot a wall full of bombs, it could explode.
Dude, you guys ever watch the they're like car videos where the car will crash and then it just tells you like the survival chance?
Oh
on it?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
That might be
Those are
my
awesome.
favorite.
Yes.
Honestly, any guy, if you just show them that video, they just stop.
Yeah.
They just shut down. They're like, yeah, no, I want to
Yeah.
see if the Tesla makes it, dude.
And
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
sometimes there's like people in them. It'll be like a
Yeah.
double-decker bus,
Yes.
and then like the people fly around.
Yeah.
And you're like, I could do this for the rest of
Yeah.
my life. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Okay, here's another. You guys ever see the one where they throw like they have them on strings? It'll be like glass jars of paint on
Yeah.
strings, and
Yep.
they'll go at toilets.
Yep.
Oh my god,
The internet's great.
dude, it's beautiful.
Wait, explain this to me.
so it's a guy, and he'll like he has it on like a rope, and it's like a glass thing of paint, and then he has a toilet on the other end, and they start swinging at each other, and it's like an edging
Oh.
thing almost of like until they hit,
Yeah.
and the guy will like he's like oh, dude, it's incredible.
My dad like missed his calling with the internet, dude.
Yeah.
He
You got to get
really
him on
missed
there.
his
Get him hooked
calling.
up.
He used to do all sorts of toilet games. He'd like put firecrackers in the toilet
That's
and see if he
crazy.
could flush them.
That's so
Crazy.
He blew up the bowl one time and had me take the heat for it.
That's so expensive.
Sorry,
That's
Mike,
so
but this
funny.
is too. This is a thing that was too stupid for a grown man to be doing.
Yeah. He's like, my son did it. He's like holding the fireworks.
Yo, what was I just gonna say? Have I ever? Doesn't matter. I already forgot it. There's something random about toilets. Probably. I probably had sex with a toilet once. Okay, what's up? What do you want to? Want to move into our next segment?
Sure.
Ask
So,
him some questions.
so Ryan, you've purged your socials.
Yeah, well,
You
yeah, I
kind of
tried.
purged your Instagram at one point.
Oh yeah.
Did you do other social media? Like, did you purge it across all platforms?
You're not
No.
on Twitter really anymore, right?
I'm not on Twitter anymore, really, dude. Twitter
Great guest for the podcast,
Twitter
also. by the way.
sucks.
Yeah, Twitter.
Um,
I will say I've gone back on Twitter being like, you know what? I don't know what chaotic energy this is, but I've been getting some good stuff.
Yeah,
and,
it's
like,
got great porn on there.
oh well, yeah,
Yeah, you can watch like full porn scenes.
Sure.
yeah, and no one knows that you're watching because you're just on Twitter. You know,
Yeah.
no one would be thinking that you'd be watching porn.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
3D print just watching like MILF shit, dude.
You're 3D printing?
I'm 3D. I'm setting up prints. Just watching this big
What?
titty MILF, and it was like filmed in Spain.
Oh no!
I'm
Are you watching it at work?
Twitter, send the video of the tits to the 3D printer.
Yeah.
Trying to
I
Alexa.
Chromecast to the 3D printer.
Like, hey, Bill, if someone want to print out a full-length porn video from Twitter, is that possible on the 3D printer or no?
I could 3D.
What am I talking about?
I could 3D print a set of tits for sure, dude. I've gotten so good at it. I could.
When you 3D, do you have to? You don't do it from scratch, right? You got to get like.
You got to get scans. You got to get 3D scans and set them up for the print job. But you can 3D scan
You're
anything.
just harassing women on the street, like, hey, let me scan your titties.
I'd ask my
For
coworker. Keep it in house, you know. I have coworkers that watch this too.
You're gonna get fired.
Yeah,
dude.
dog, it's over for
never.
you. Does he have big titties?
Oh, nips and nip.
Nips and nip.
3D print my dick and balls.
Incredible.
What are we talking about? You purged your socials, Ryan. Why?
Well, Twitter just
You wanted a
sucks
fresh
now.
start, huh?
TikTok, I don't know. TikTok, I think I fucked up because when I was working construction, I like started to get kind of a following because I was putting out like these construction videos. And then I tried to pivot to stand up and it just like, it just did. They were like, no, we don't
Go
like
back
you.
to painting the road.
Every
Yeah.
stand-up I know that's like popped on TikTok, it wasn't from stand-up videos. They're like, I just pivoted to some sort of front-facing.
Well, I think
thing.
I think I fucked up because like they want you to keep posting, and I was like really sporadic. I'd just post like one every 3 weeks, and then when I realized, I was like, oh, you got to start posting. It was already gone. you
Sure.
know? So TikTok, I just kind of stopped. Instagram, though, I think I just like. I think I was talking to somebody, and they're like, "Yeah, you only want like 9 things on your Instagram," and I was like, "That's enough for me to try to
Sure.
try this."
Get it rid of it. We're done.
Yeah, Instagram's the only one that I like am actively on. I
Why is that?
It seems like it's the best for like, like for stand up, I think.
Sure.
Like if you're going with reels or even just I just like I like the format. I like being able to
Yeah.
post a story and that's like its own thing that goes away. That's not permanent. I
Yeah.
like, if I want something permanent, I can post it
And for like personal enjoyment.
Yeah,
You
dude.
think it's
Also, yeah, the reels are incredible.
Yeah.
There's some real
crazy.
good content.
It's pretty undefeated, dude. Because here's the thing: like TikTok, you're getting everything, right? Because
Yeah.
everything goes to TikTok first, and then the really good shit makes it to Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and so pretty much every video is pretty sick, dude.
a lot of bangers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not old people stuff like on Facebook. You ever watch like Facebook reels? Those are bad. Those are the ones that Ben's watching.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you know
the
me.
Facebook reels. Yeah.
It's just me. It's just me watching my own material, thinking like, "Hey, do people still make money from this?" Remember when comics were posting stuff on Facebook Reels? Can we still make money from this?
You got that 2017 business mind.
100%, dude.
Dude, I watched the greatest Instagram reel this morning. It was a guy that he like took his brother out and he's like, I'm going to call my ducks. And he's like, I was expecting 5 ducks and like 80 ducks showed up
Oh
and just followed this dude around. It was so fucking
Incredible.
awesome. He's like the fucking Pied Piper at ducks. Ugh. Nothing really to that, but I liked it.
You know what? That's the thing with reels, though, is it makes you feel kind of like God because you get a little sliver into just every person who exists. You get to see a guy who just has 80 ducks.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Does it ever make you? Sometimes I'm like, wow, I can't believe something that I think is so like specific to me or like definitely my relationship. I'll be like, other people also do this thing.
Yeah.
And it's like 80 reels in a row of like couples who do the exact same thing. I'm like, oh, are we all just like, we're all just like little dogs. We all do the exact same thing. We're trained to do the exact same thing. Like it blows my mind. A thing that I truly thought was just between me and my wife. Thousands of other couples
Yeah.
do that. I'm like, oh, we're all annoying.
Reels are how people communicate too. They don't
That
even
is
send
true.
messages. It's just like real.
Yeah.
Haven't like actually talked to them in months.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
That is a real thing. There's like people I've known for like 10 years who like I invited to my wedding will only talk to me via real. That's how I find out they're not going to my wedding. Like, hey, isn't it crazy when you can't go to your friend's wedding? You're like, oh, okay, I got you.
That's how you find out they're divorced.
Yeah.
Single
When you're a
diarrhea.
single dad, but really hungry, you're like, what? What's up? Yeah, that's wild out here. Wait, you said you work construction. I want to talk about this because I feel like you have a lot of good jokes about that. But that's a wild. People say wild shit to you in construction all the time. Do people personally attack you ever, or was it just like generally wild,
dude? Well, okay, so like my coworkers, because I didn't know anything. I was like a waiter, and then I was like, I'm gonna work construction because I want to feel like a man.
Sure.
You know? And so my coworkers were just like quiet, like until then you get in with them, and then it's like, you know, it's just like basically with comics,
right?
You know?
Like, hey, you want to ride together? Like, I'm not gonna fuck you.
Yeah. You want to ride to work together? Like, no.
Hey man, you want to borrow my hammer sometime? Like,
but dude, online people are fucking mean. Because even if you're like doing things the way you'll see this on like any home improvement video where someone will make something beautiful, and then there's like 100 comments of guys that are like, "Oh, that isn't the way to do it.
Yeah.
That's wrong." It's like, oh, it looks beautiful. I don't know.
You ever look at like people showing electricians work or something, or like they're like, that's fucking, he's gonna die.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you do it that way, if you want to kill your kids or something,
exactly.
like,
Yeah. Cooking videos get that too.
Yeah.
They're like, this is a great recipe if you don't like flavor.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be like, oh, this is hack. Dude, we should bring that same energy to other comedians' reels. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would never serve my children this sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to piss your pants laughing, have fun with this. That's a good punchline, I guess. Whatever.
If you like sitting quietly watching comedy, I guess follow this guy.
Yeah, dude. Go to the House of Comedy this week. Watch Ryan Kahl.
Struggle. Dude, have you guys ever had someone like on one of your reels just comment, "You're not funny"?
Yes.
Dude, that's the most brutal.
Yeah.
It's like
because there's nothing you can say to it. You know
It's
what
like
I mean?
people I know.
It's like people I respect.
They're like, why are you still doing this?
Oh, no.
It's just you from a different account being like, come on, man, give it up.
Yeah. It's my wife's Finsta.
And you know it.
Yeah.
You've both worked some pretty wild jobs. I feel like you were pest control.
Pest control. I definitely have like upper respiratory damage from that job. Yeah.
Oh my.
I sprayed myself in the eyes on accident so many times too. Never washed them out.
Yeah, why would you? Just your
I was
body.
like, they're just not gonna fly at my head now. I fogged my head. Now the hornets won't sting me there.
Wait, will you?
Meanwhile, I'm like drooling for no reason. Oh fuck! What's going on here? Oh, my tongue's just falling on my fucking head. They're like, "Did you get the nuts?" I'm like, I'm like up in the. What are you gonna ask? I do have neurological damage from pest control. I've been exposed to so much asbestos.
It's really manifesting on this podcast.
And half the time, too, there was nothing up there. I was like, I just crawled through asbestos. There's nothing up here.
You charge him still?
Asbestos. Oh, fuck yeah, I charged him.
Yeah, you still.
And I told them they had stuff, too. I was like, yeah, I put some bait boxes, because sometimes you put bait boxes and they'll lure stuff to them.
Oh, no.
What?
He'll bring mice into the house.
No,
Getting repeat business.
Michael, no.
That's right.
You're a monster.
I think it got worse since you were last here.
You truly are what everyone thinks a pest control guy would be. Just the slimiest asshole.
Oh boy.
I got ripped off by the fucking pest control guy.
Yeah, I've definitely like widened openings on the outside.
You know the Better Business Bureau watches this. Why would you ever
Fuck
say
them.
that?
Fuck you, dude.
But you, no, yeah, we don't
Not
do
yet.
that.
We're not
Come on.
towards the end here.
You told me a story once. I think it might be about current coworkers where you guys were at a meeting and they. Well, are you okay telling that? It's
Is
where
it the?
like
You do a
the
stand-up
don't-
bit about
Yeah,
it.
is it the Pretty Woman thing?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, okay. Before I say that, dude, we had a meeting this week, This is maybe the funniest thing I've ever heard any of my coworkers.
Oh, is this fresh out,
This
out,
is
out the
like
hopper?
this was this week. So we had a meeting
Love
and it
it.
was like a skills practice. So it's like, hey, we're gonna whatever we do here, we're gonna try and do at our visits, right? At our calls. And so at the end, my boss went around to everybody and he's like, what's one thing you guys learned today that you can implement? And one of my coworkers stands up and he goes, yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to stop being less confusing. I was like, dude, I don't think it's happening, dude. I know what you're trying to say, and I think you missed the mark, brother.
Yeah, that in and of itself is a mind fuck of
Incredible.
a statement.
It may be the most
yeah.
confusing thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
And he
I'm
didn't
still
pause.
thinking
It's not
about
like
it.
he was like, yeah, I guess I'm trying to stop, and then like say a new
Yeah.
thing. It was just one full, I'm just trying to stop being less
I
confusing.
just want to sit in on these meetings. I feel like
Dude,
you
it
guys have
rules.
fun
It
meetings.
should be a podcast. You should just bring in a Zoom
Oh, yeah,
recorder
just
and
secretly
secretly
record.
Somehow all of your morals are just gone now. So you're just like, yeah, dude, I fucking scam people. You should record your coworkers.
Yeah,
Who
do it,
cares?
man. Fuck
Legally.
it. The country's ending, dude.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
fucking get it out while you can,
Like-
man. I
Um,
probably won't be adversely affected for years.
We're still gonna be working, even if the country ends.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll be working.
You'll be
more.
working overtime. They'll be like, yeah, so and so called in, dude. They're they're gone.
dude.
Yeah, they got sent to a camp.
Yeah,
They have to work their shit.
Yeah, dude. Davidson got hung today, so I think you're gonna have to pull a double. Like,
I'm just 3D printing genitals. I'm like, all right, I got it. I'll pick up his shift.
wait, what's your? Is it weird to tell you? I forgot it was a joke. I thought it was.
I
a
don't
thing
think
you
it's
told
weird.
me.
So basically, what it was is like, my boss, he starts the meeting off and he's like, all right, guys, what's the one thing that like 70% of all women are most afraid of when one of us come into our home? And it's like a room full of like blue collar guys. So everybody's just like, I don't know, that we're going to like rip them off. We're going to lie to them. He's like, those are good guesses. But it's actually that one of you will like assault that woman. And here's the thing, like most of the time, if you heard that like on the street or like if we're talking, you're just like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
But because it's like a room full of dudes, everybody freaked out. Like two guys were like, "What the fuck?" And one guy, like they were pissed off at even the implication that a woman would be, scared of them, right? And so then one guy stands up and he's like, "Our customers aren't all that pretty." And there were like three guys and a woman. There was one woman in there, and they were like, "Yeah," nodding like, "Yeah, they aren't." And then, I just like, it's like, dude, ugly women get assaulted too. And he didn't believe me. So then for like 30 minutes, it was like me, my boss, and like the HR lady. They're like, "No, they do. That does happen, dude. You got to chill."
Dude, I have never seen a dog get attacked by a fucking real man.
You
know?
could.
Like, what?
This could honestly be the #1 podcast on Barstool Sports.
Dude, it's incredible.
Like,
It's incredible.
Shop talk with Ryan.
Yeah.
I think
You get Frank the Tank to fucking chime in.
one person gets written up at meeting, I think. Because it's like, I got written up because
Dude, who's getting written up in meetings?
Well, this is stupid. I got written up because there's this, I forget what it even was, but there's this lady who works at the company and nobody likes her. She's just like, her communication style is very like, just like, every time she communicates with you, it makes you feel like you did something wrong. And you're like,
Sure.
I didn't do anything. You fucked up. Right?
Oh, you're such a woman.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Get out of here.
Oh, if a guy was talking to me like this would be fine, but not the way. But I got too comfortable in one of our meetings because I knew, I was like, everybody hates her. I'm just gonna say it, and I was like, I called her like a fucking bitch, I guess, like in the meeting, and 2 days later, my boss like calls me into his office, and I'm like, what could this? I didn't even. I'm like, dude, did I? What could this even be about? And they're like, yeah, dude, you can't call that lady a fucking bitch in the meeting, dude.
She was in the meeting?
No, she was like, she wasn't, but
She was
like
crying
my
in a
boss
bathroom
and like
stall?
his boss were there, and I just got too comfortable. I was like, what are you guys gonna do? Yell at me,
That's crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking
But
wild.
that's the thing. If you're at a place long enough, sometimes you get a little too comfortable, and then you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, I can call that lady a fucking.
I
bitch
never.
in the meeting.
I never, but I do definitely.
Oh,
I've been
absolutely. I don't
I've
even
been
have to
around
be there
people.
long,
Yeah.
dude. I could be there 2 weeks. I'll let it
Yeah,
fly
dude.
about my
Yeah,
coworkers.
dude.
Like, yeah, I'm 3D printing your genitals, and you guys don't even know it, dude.
I started putting my stuff on my coworker's desk like 2 weeks in because I just want his desk. So I'm slowly moving in
You're
there.
just gonna claim it.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
a real animal, dude. You're a real
Somehow
sick
that's
What do you
worse
think
than
of
what
that,
I did.
Jacob? Huh?
Yeah, that's way worse than what you did. He's just slowly.
Well, I
fucking
moved
taking-
his stuff, but it was still like in the general area. So it's like it's
Is he
barely.
using the desk?
Oh yeah.
Mike's just pissing on it every day. Be like,
I'm marking it.
sorry.
I like waggle
Smells like
my
daddy.
ass and mark it. Yeah.
Incredible stuff. Neil, what are we at right now? Would you say?
Oh, perfect. Let's get into some
So
trolls.
we dug up a little dirt. You got us some stuff. So yeah, let's go through some of this. And again, the goal isn't to make fun of you. The goal is to make fun of some of the ridiculous shit that people say to you online.
So here's a tweet you put. You were great. I'm kind of bummed you're off Twitter now, Ryan, because you did have a lot of like
Yeah, you had
fire
some
tweets.
bangers.
You had some
Here's,
great tweets.
here's what
back in
happens.
the
I
day.
was trying to find a couple before we like actually get to the ones we have. I was trying to find a couple because if you go viral enough with a joke, what happens is it'll reach a part of Twitter where people are just having like sincere discourse
Oh,
about
yeah.
whatever the joke is
Yeah.
about, and it's
Yeah.
insane, dude.
Yeah.
It's always bad, worse takes than what
Yeah.
the joke take even was.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
They're either like it's like a therapy or like some sort of rally where they're just like fighting each other viciously.
yeah.
Yeah. So here's a tweet you had. You said it was GF, babe, do you want to try anal? Me, an empath, no. And Haas Garage Door replied, anal is ass.
That's a good bit.
Incredible. Dude.
That's just a good bit. That's just one that we like and we think it's a good bit.
I think that was the only reply to
Yes.
that tweet.
He's like, if no one else will say it, I will. I don't think he knows what it is. Here's another one you had, Ryan. The tweet was, must have been crazy to fight in World War II and see some of the worst atrocities a person can and then come back home and everyone is like, do you want to do the jitterbug? And then Haley Woodland replies, especially if you were black.
Well, she's got a point.
You know what? She does. And what's crazy is there was like 7 other replies that referenced being black and I was like, what is going on?
Well,
Like, what about the red tails?
It's like, yeah, that would suck.
What about the Tuskegee?
The Tuskegee experiment.
Oh my god.
We might be a little bit loopy here, folks.
Oh, this is a good one. We
Is it?
got to do 2 in the hot box more
I
often.
don't think we
dude.
should ever come back to this room.
I think we should do 3.
A lot of-
Dude, we'd be saying crazy shit if we did one after this, dude. I'd be letting my innermost monologue just fly. Okay, here's another reply to that World War II tweet. This is from at Life's a Setback. Imagine seeing some of the worst atrocities a person can commit and then coming back home and realizing you've been sentenced to death or medical castration caused you got boned by your BF in your own home.
I don't even know what that.
Is there a part of World War II that I wasn't taught? What is that about? What? Wait,
Because you
also,
boned by your BF in your own home. I don't get that. I don't get that
It
one.
feels like a person who's chemically castrated and is not happy about it, which understandable.
That's what happens though. Is you just get insane people where you're like,
Yeah.
this guy's responding.
yeah.
Here's a DM you got. This is from we'll just keep it anonymous. Can I tell you something? Then the tweet was, if you are having a bad day, open this. And then they said, before seeing this text, I forced myself to puke twice. I didn't need this. I hope you know that for some reason you absolutely ruined my day. Ryan, do you remember what that tweet was? What
yeah, it
the
was like,
context
if you're having
was?
a bad day, open this. And then the thread was just like, fuck you.
Dude, you gotta get back on Twitter, man. You
Dude,
gotta.
also, okay, I was trying to find it. I don't know what the tweet was, but I went viral and then it went into like Black Twitter, which was exciting because I was like, this doesn't happen.
He's like,
Yeah.
I don't belong here.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
a bunch of people just started like quote tweeting whatever the tweet was, like, okay, Ryan, and like making fun of my name. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Don't make fun of my little white name. I was trying to find that so bad, but I just couldn't.
Okay, Ryan is great.
And like my name was like in quotation
Yeah.
marks. Like,
the like least effort burn ever. It's like, all right. That's so hurtful. Yeah, I didn't even want to say it because I'm like, no, you're my friend. I don't want to hurt you like that.
That's so molecular too. It's like again an insult you can't even come back.
Yeah, what do you say?
Yeah,
like,
my name's fucking Ryan. Dude.
Yeah, I didn't pick it. I didn't pick my name, so you can't make fun of me. For
Also,
that.
dude, I like my name.
They're like, you can change it. You can change it. What would Ryan change his name? What would Black Twitter call Ryan?
I don't like this. I think we should stop now.
Ryan, you tweeted, it's Christmas Eve, not Christmas Steve. You replied, someone needs to come shoot me in the head.
Oh, wait. Why did I send that one? I didn't mean to send that one.
Okay. I thought that was a great
hilarious.
one.
You reply to your own
Oh, yeah. I was doing that for a while where if I tweeted something that I just thought was funny, but I didn't agree with, I would, say like, oh, this tweet sucks.
It's a good bit. I like to see it.
Here's one from pod_stirring_centrist. You look like a cuck. You get that a lot, Ryan?
Yeah, does that happen to you a lot, Ryan? You big old cucky cuck?
Dude, I don't know what it is. There
vibes. Have you ever cucked?
No. I've never been or done cucking. Never
You've
been the
never
cuck or
been?
the cucky.
Even on We Cool?
Not even on.
You got to cuck with the boys.
Yeah, cuck with the boys.
I guess
Maybe
doing a
Graham
podcast
Tom.
with a couple other people is kind of be someone's a cuck in
You
there.
got to let your boys cuck. Dude.
Who's the cuck in our podcast?
Me. I got the facial hair of a guy that sits in the corner, pounding a quarter chub.
Yeah, you love watching.
I'm too sad for it to get all the way.
You love watching me and Neil just slice up your little slutty podcast. Make a little clips.
Okay, I'm glad you said podcast at the end of that.
You just love it when we pump out that hard, long content.
Those nice little clips.
Beautiful.
Fucking tongue my clippers, dude.
Oh, not back to this. Hate that.
Call back.
That's the worst callback that's been on this podcast ever.
All right, should we get into our troll back? I feel like it's time.
Let's go one more. Let's go. You had a joke that went very viral about if you got a time machine, you wouldn't go back and kill Hitler.
Oh, yeah.
You would
What's the
it was like inspire him to be a better artist or something.
Yeah, I would tell him I would tell him I'm from the future and where I'm from, you're an incredible painter. That's what you're best known for. So you guys stick with that.
And then Wolfie Speaking replied, there was a huge discord. He said, he actually sucked as an artist. He made stairways that were built into or against windows and lacked any sort of critical knowledge about infrastructure, despite most of his paintings being of buildings.
So this is exactly what you're talking about. It's like this joke blew up enough where now like a real artist is like, well, actually his drawings don't quite make sense.
It's either a real artist or an autistic person.
So I think you can just read this one and this one. I think.
Then Pigeon_Orange responds, from what I saw of his painting on auction, they were pretty decent, just mediocre.
Never really seen anyone defend Hitler's paintings before. Thought that was interesting. It's like all around not as bad as people think he was.
And then this one.
Yeah, I think the last one.
Yeah, and it was funny how art is subjective until it comes to Hitler's paintings.
What does that even mean?
They just really were like, hey, what we're not going to do is make fun of Hitler as an artist, all right? Like, there's plenty of things we can come at him for.
Oh, here's another quick one. Your joke was about being a male feminist, and Vok250 replied, dude is smart as hell, probably going over a lot of heads, unfortunately. Funny bit.
Do you get that a lot?
Dude, okay, honestly, here's the thing. Now, this is more in person because I don't post as much, but dudes, like the Dudes Rock guys, really fucking like me.
Sure.
And I've noticed women hate me. I don't know what's...
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
You're calling your coworkers bitches? Yeah. Why do women hate you?
Yeah, dude.
You're openly insulting women you work with? Yeah, why do they hate you, dude? You're wifeyed up, dude.
I'm wifeyed up.
It's good that women hate you.
You only need one bitch to love you. You know, that's what I have tattooed on my asshole.
It's all around the circle. You only need one bitch to love you. Every time you poop, it goes from 10-point font to 18-point font.
Sometimes I feel like your imagination is too vivid. I feel like you think too much, you know?
It's that multivitamin I'm taking. All right, let's get into our troll back. No alpha brain for
Cut that
me.
out.
Cut it out. Put it back in. All right. This is our troll back, Ryan. We're gonna pick a troll you got, and then we wrote responses to it.
Okay.
And you pick which response you like out of ours, and then we will respond on your behalf.
Okay.
Yeah. So the response was from Fluorescent Denzi. They said, I don't know if it's funny or sad that people are so convinced Hitler was the worst that happened to humanity. It's not even the most recent.
Yeah, that's another person who's just like,
You
Really?
really talk about Hitler. a
why
lot,
are
right?
people?
You working on a
Yeah, that was a
Hitler
joke
album?
about dogs.
Oh, that was with the person who called you a cuck. That was on the dog joke.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It's funny. You want to go first?
Sure. Okay, so I said, you're right. You're the most recent thing that's happened to humanity. I'd rather go to the gas chamber than look at your social media for one more second.
Got his ass.
That's pretty good.
Mine was, you seem like the type of person who airdrops dick pics to women who kind of look like your mom.
Oh, these are two bangers, dude. We
These
might have
both
to
rip.
We
Okay,
might
see-
have to post both of
Dude,
them.
double post.
Let's double post.
Double
Double
post, I
post.
guess.
Aye,
I'll take
good
that.
job.
I'll take
Double-
whatever I can get.
That
Double
was a good
post.
tie. Good tie.
Fits to chesty.
Fits the chesty.
Ryan, where can people find you? Tell the people what you got cooking.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at idiot Ryan Kahl.
I
Yo,
love
this
your
idiot
branding.
seems really smart, bro.
Dude.
Such good
Um,
branding, dude.
I don't think I have anything crazy like show wise coming up.
Gotcha.
You can catch me at the local spots, dude.
Yeah. Catch
Yeah,
him in
dude.
Farmington.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, come
right.
to my house, dude.
Idiot Ryan Call. Very funny online, as you heard here. Very funny in
Get
person.
back on Twitter, dude. Please.
I might, dude.
You
You
got
gotta see him.
bangers after bangers.
You got to see the boy. You got to see the kid. Mike, what about you, brother?
At Just Mike Lester on all social media. I'm pretty sure this will come out before Ben and I hit Texas, August 22nd through the 24th. We'll be in Austin and Dallas. Make sure to August 22nd through 25th. My apologies. We'll be in Austin and then in Dallas. And then September 12th through the 15th, I'll be in my Alpha Market. I'll be at the St. Charles Funny Bone, baby. Get your tickets now. Let's shoot our guns in the air and have a rootin' tootin' good time in the Bible Belt. Check me out.
Check me out, he says.
What you got, Ben?
Yeah, man. What are we in August? Yeah, I don't know if this will come out before this, I guess, but Fargo, the 16th and the 17th. I'm gonna be doing Mary Mac show August 10th. I don't know if this is going before that. Like you said, we're going to Texas. September, I'm gonna be in Eau Claire. I finally got my date back,
Oh, yeah,
baby.
dude.
Papa's coming back. I had an ex hit me up and be like, ex, not really an ex, but someone I knew was like, "Oh, you're doing comedy?" I'm like, we're talking? Okay. So that probably won't be weird at all. I'm excited for that.
Interesting plug. Interesting plug.
It's all up here. It comes out, baby.
Yeah, the heat's really getting to us.
I'm going to be at Camp Bar September 27th and 28th. And I'm going to be adding a bunch of headlining dates. So come find me. Also, come find me in Columbus. I'm going to be doing the Don't Tell in Columbus in mid-October.
Neil, any plugs?
Plugs.
Here we go. Come on in, Neil. We
Got
keep
plugs.
Neil in a broom closet during the podcast. Neil just
Plugs.
Yeah. Neil was in a kennel.
Give me the key. No, go Loon Lake Entertainment if you want me to DJ events and weddings. 7 Swords for all my music. And then West End Make Culture Comedy Show every Wednesday. Ryan's been on it.
It
Killed
rips.
it. It was fun.
It's a great show.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
And until next time, you know exactly what to do forever and always. You can go to hell. Go to hell. Flip them off, Ryan. Give them the old flip them off. Go to hell. Go to hell.
You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.